Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today we are discussing a very special Winter Olympics 2018 Pyeongchang commemorative Omega Seamaster Olympic Gold Collection, part of the Olympic Collection, the official timekeeper being Omega. This is a watch that's difficult to categorize. Although nominally a Seamaster, it's technically part of the Omega Specialties Collection. It's a throwback to mid-20th century Omega dress watches, and it's a timepiece that's redolent of vintage craft, from its shape to its thickness to its vintage Omega logos and marquees, right down to its eggshell off-white enamel dial. A lovely 39.5mm yellow gold case. The timepiece is relatively slender, 12mm on my wrist, and lug-to-lug wonderfully compact at 44.4mm with a 20mm lug spacing, so you can throw it on any standard size 20mm strap. It is graceful, it is slender, and on my 16cm circumference wrist, take one last look. This is an easy to wear and cuff-friendly dress watch, different from any other current Omega dress watch. Now you will appreciate the strap, which is weirdly smooth, buttery, and comfortable. It feels as though it's already broken in, though. You can see this large rectangular scale, light brown alligator leather strap with monotone stitch and folded edge is a brand new Omega factory strap, calfskin on the underside. You know you're looking at a special timepiece when Omega equips it with a bespoke buckle, a combination of polished bevels and blasted matte finish. It even features the Omega Vintage logo, one of several spots on this watch that you will see the Omega Vintage logo, and we'll chart all of them. A bespoke buckle. This is a special watch. A slender case, you can see it's thin at the mid case, the way vintage watches tend to be, with a relatively muted lyre style lug. This is not the case profile you see on the Seamasters and the Speedmasters in general, though it does have a little bit of the lyre profile to the lug and a little bit of a flared bevel at the end of the lug. It's anything but an Omega generic case, and I love it for that. That general Seamaster, Speedmaster profile is played out, and this is a wonderful change. You'll also note that there's a very narrow conical bezel profile, and let's get as close as we can. You can see that the conical profile gives way to a little flat lip that's adjacent to the crystal, and the crystal has a domed profile akin to a mid-century plexiglass, though it is a sapphire. The dial is a masterpiece. First, it's a lovely domed off-white enamel, which means that eggshell color, which I'm sorry to say doesn't come across perfectly on camera, gives the watch a wonderful complementary tone to match the yellow gold. All of the indices are applique diamond polished yellow gold dart style indices, and you can see that the yellow gold leaf style hands and counterweighted Lancet seconds hand have been rolled so that they actually curve to match the dial. I can't quite show you that to ultimate effect. It's something you could see off axis, but it's something that becomes quite evident in person. The attention to detail is exquisite. Now you can see the old-fashioned Omega marquee and logo on the dial side. This is true fired enamel, up to 800 degrees centigrade and up to 20 firings. This is craft art and no-date simplicity for those of you who wanted an Omega dress watch that was neither Connie nor DeVille. Omega has answered. Now on the case back, and by the way, this watch unusually water resistant for a dress style timepiece at 60 meters, you can see there is a chapter ring outboard featuring all of the cities at which Omega has served as the official timekeeper, starting with Los Angeles in 1932 and several cities yet to host the Olympics, the last one being Los Angeles in 2028. And so you have all of those cities on a golden chapter ring. Omega was the official timekeeper. More solid gold, 18 karat red gold for the balance bridge and the rotor of caliber 8807, automatic winding, 55-hour power reserve, highly shock resistant for a dress watch. This one features a full balance bridge and a free sprung index, essentially amagnetic to 1.5 Tesla and beyond thanks to the Omega Si14 silicon hairspring. It beats away at 25,200 vibrations per hour, and it does feature a stop seconds or hacking function, so you can set the watch precisely to a reference time. Single mainspring barrel, 35 joules, and a Matas chronometer. That means the watch is tested not as a bare movement as with the COSC chronometer test, but as a fully assembled watch, and not in 5 positions as with the COSC, but in 6 positions. Also, anti-magnetism, winding efficiency, power reserve, and water resistance all are tested when the Matas test developed by Omega and the Swiss Federal Institute of Metrology is administered to this movement. You can see Côte de Genève in arabesque with blackened screws, a handsomely finished movement, and Underneath the balance bridge, you can just make out the tri-level coaxial escapement, invented by Dr. George Daniels of Britain in the early 1970s and industrialized by Omega 2 decades ago in 1999. These movements are now spot-on accurate to less than a second per day, sports watch tough, and allow Omega to endow these watches with 5-year warranties, because they also endow the watch with immunity to aging of escapement lubricants. Very little is used, as well as long-term timing stability and superior endurance between servicing. This is a watch that puts it all together. Beautiful on the front, beautiful on the back, exquisite and rare. This is a Seamaster for old school Seamaster fans, those who might even have nostalgia for the original water-resistant dress watch that bore the name Seamaster. See this landmark Olympic Gold Collection Omega Seamaster and make it yours on the watch box.